Okay.
Okay. All right. Hi, hello, how are you? I am what Ava Max so desperately craves, a touch of class, and my name. And I'm here with Amber.
Hello, how's it going? I'm here and I would
Cool.
like to
Okay.
give a special shout out to the 10% of our listeners that reside in Finland. If you are one of those people and you are listening, please message me on Instagram because I just have so many questions for you. Like, how did you find our random podcast? So, yes, that's
Honestly, shout out to our
honestly,
Finnish supporters. There's
yes,
quite a lot of you, and
y'all
I'm
are
very
the
shocked but very
yeah,
intrigued.
y'all are the MVPs in my life right now. So,
Um, and speaking of MVPs, the person who's not MVP this week is Jake, who flaked. No, I'm just kidding.
oh, Jake,
Jake, oh, what a rude person.
so rude.
Um, he could not. I really should not have downed half a bottle of rosé before starting this, but here we are. Um, but nevertheless, Jake could not manage to be here due to scheduling conflicts, so it is just Amber and I this week,
Yeah,
powering through.
powering through. Let's
Um,
see how much more unhinged
yeet.
we can be this week.
Yeah. I can get down and dirty with the kids, just woo, dab on them. I don't know what kids are into. Who knows?
Uh,
But we are here to cover 8 of season 14 of Drag Race. There was no coverage for episode 7, mainly because we were like, it's a double Shantae. Nobody went home. I
yeah,
don't feel the need to cover anything. But any thoughts on last episode, Amber?
I loved all the butts. Not gonna lie. Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh,
Okay.
sorry. The I
Um,
record my internet's skipping
I
out, so
was
like
a little, yeah.
oh, are you there? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay,
You
sorry.
said we're
My
skipping, so I didn't want
internet
to like
was like
overlap.
no, my internet was cutting out, so like I didn't catch a lot of whatever you just said. So
Okay.
sorry.
Great. So basically, my opinions are irrelevant, is what I found out today.
Oh,
And that's. I'm kidding. Um, are you there, God? Hello? Okay. Because your screen is like frozen. So I'm like, I
oh,
don't know.
oh shoot. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just
No
do our best, I
worries.
guess. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you'll try our best. We are recording
Yeah.
both audio files, so hopefully the podcast version of this will be cute. Not sure about the video, but we'll get there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Last week's episode, people were. I didn't like 6 people being high. I thought that was a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially because there are clear bottoms in that high placement. But that's fine, I guess. I understand that with Cornbread being medically evacuated, they had to have had an episode where nobody goes home because they had the set limit of episodes planned.
Yeah.
So I understand the reasoning. I just didn't like it.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm not a person who likes fart humor. Like
Yeah.
for me, Owen is the most obnoxious piece of trash on Total Drama Island, and I hate that the creators love him. You did not see that. If you did, great. And it was funny at first, and I was like, okay, y'all, this is excessive. Like, let's move on.
Yeah, it was a
But
lot. Like a little bit would have been okay, but it was
yeah,
definitely a lot. And I'm
yeah,
just like, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, she did great. Whatever, cool. And now we're
Yeah.
here at girl groups challenge. Wow. And yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
First slide, the girls come back and it's the usual like, oh my god, no one went home, yay, wow, we
Yeah.
did all so great, but whatever. And Daya has her moment of, I'm finally not safe
I
anymore,
know. I was like,
yay.
we get it. We get it.
It's like,
Like, let's
it's like,
calm
all
down a
right,
little
good for
bit.
you. But she
Yeah.
was feeling her oats, not just her oats, but the honey and the milk as well. Like everything was being felt in that moment. I
Yep.
was
Oh
like,
yeah.
all right, girl, go ahead, I guess.
Yep.
Um, and then they have a recap of Jasmine coming out as trans last week during Untucked, which was
Yes. That was awesome.
a
I'm so happy
was
for
a nice
Jasmine.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And her Lily Carey Colby is just the trans magnet because people see her and then
Yes.
are like, am I trans?
Am I trans?
Like,
Yes, I am.
which honestly, that's some kind of superpower. I don't know what you got going on, what chickens you sacrifice in the mornings, Miss Carey Colby, but good for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, no kidding. She's
it
got
was
something about her.
yeah, no, she has a magical power that most of us don't understand.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Um, and so yeah, and then everybody drags, and we get to our mini challenge of the week.
Yes,
Um,
this.
the
Oh, these had me cackling. It was so fantastic.
This is my personal favorite thing about Drag Race. It happens every season unless you're
Oh,
season
does it?
12 for some reason, which
Oh,
was really confusing.
okay.
Um, and it was so nice to see them bring back reading as what? Fundamental.
Fundamental.
Oh my God. It filled my heart with joy. I was like, yes. Um, from the great tradition of Paris is Burning, great documentary. If you're gay and haven't seen it, what are you doing? And there were some standouts and there were some not so great standouts.
Yeah,
Jasmine was a little uncomfy, although I will say her calling Diabetic Two-Face and the Gemini was funny.
that was pretty funny.
Um,
Yep,
but that was definitely personal and not a joke.
right.
Not a joke, just a fact.
Yep,
Um,
just a fact. Jasmine's
and
killed me with, or no, not Jasmine's. Bosco killed me with her ending one about letting
oh,
RuPaul down one last time on the
one last time on
catwalk.
the
I was
runway.
like,
That was funny. I
that was
mean,
so
granted,
great.
there was a lot of setup for that joke, and I was like,
Yeah,
this punchline better be good, Bosco, because you're losing me here.
yeah.
But it was good. Um, Camden also, surprise, surprise, did really well in this.
Hmm.
I cackled when Camden was like, Camden, this tiniest waste of time. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh, I was like,
yeah. The
okay.
shade. Yep. Oh yeah.
That was real good.
Yep.
Also, Camden telling Carrie that she has the face for podcasting. I felt seen in that moment, let me tell you.
Yep.
And I will say, Georges didn't do well, but what got me real together was Georges telling Jasmine that she was the definition of white dude crack. That
Oh,
had me in stitches.
yeah.
I was like, you better work, Georges. That was good. I'll
Mhm.
give you that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Um, other standouts. Oh, oh. When Willow said, Georges, I know you need to eat, but Orion's ass is not part of the food.
Yeah, I'm like
I was like,
wondering, like, it makes me wonder, like, is there actually something going on? Because I know when Orion left, George just left that little note, like, I have a crush on you. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if
I was
there's
like, okay,
maybe
whatever.
some love actually going
Yeah,
on. Who knows? That would be cool
who
though.
knows?
But I'm always down for a
Um,
good love story, but who knows? But yeah, that one
that
got me
was
wondering
yeah.
a little bit for sure.
It was like, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, Flops and who else was kind of bad? This was actually a good reading challenge. Not there wasn't any like terrible flops. Like even the ones who did bad weren't awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Bosco ends up winning this, which okay, I personally found Camden was a little funnier, but I'm
Hmm.
glad Rue at least gave her the shout out at the end of the challenge.
Hmm.
And was like, you know what, Camden, you were good too. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then we get to the maxi challenge is for them to split up into three 60s girl groups. Oh,
Do we
right.
want to
How
talk
could I
about this?
possibly
Your
forget
product
this
placement.
this episode, in case you didn't know, because it wasn't abundantly clear,
It was
is
sponsored by Sweet
sponsored.
Tarts.
Ding. No, they really wanted you to know that. Like that camera zoomed straight up on that logo.
Yeah, specifically like the watermelon, whatever little twisty rope thingies it was. Yeah.
And like, oh yeah. And then like Rue even had like the tagline of like, why choose when you can be both? I'm like, you need to stop. Like,
Yeah.
I get that. I understand that the promo for the season was like Candyland themed. So I guess it kind of fits. But I was like, this is really forced. And I am a little, I think I want to go grab sweet tarts after this. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, damn, I might need to go to the store.
Right? And well, they give them the mini challenge, the maxi challenge, and are told that they have to split into 3 separate girl groups. And there was a case of the gimme gimmies in this segment because Daya made it abundantly clear that she wanted the bad boy song
Yeah.
and would not let this
Would
go.
not budge. Yep.
Which now I can respect because I understand that you're in a competition. And if you think you are going to excel at something, then you better hold on to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like, in my opinion, Dai has also been a little bit annoying, to put it nicely. And so I think that's why it kind of like bothered me, like Willow putting her foot down, being like, no, I really want this one. Cause like to her point, she definitely does take a back seat a little bit. So I was proud of her for standing her ground.
Right.
But when Daya was like doing it, I was like, can you just like shut up, please? Like you're kind of getting annoying, but that's my opinion.
Right. Like she's like, no, I'm gonna do this, and I'm not like. And then Willow makes a joke about it being like a Western standoff, you know, where everyone's like looking to like. And Deja's the one who finally caves and is like, all right, you know what, I'll just do this, whatever. Which, you know, I will say Deja caved for what was probably the more boring option out of the 3. And so good for Deja for being a team player, because I understand why nobody wanted it, because it was kind of meh.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into it later, but I do agree that was not the best moment for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so they do split up, and we end up having Carrie, Camden, and Angira being in the Rupremes. We have Deja, Georges, and Jasmine being the Runettes. And then the Shangri-Las are Daya, obviously, and Willow and Bosco.
Yeah.
And so then we get into recording and choreo. A moment that I liked when they split up into their groups was when they were still like thinking of like words and lyrics to write, but before they started recording, there's a moment where Carrie's like talking about, you know, she wants to take it to church and like be a Rupreme, you know, and which I felt. And then Carrie goes, good luck to the other white bitches. And Camden, who's in the group with them, goes, yeah, fuck those white bitches. Like it, I laughed so hard because I know I've definitely been the Carrie in this situation where I'm like, ah, fuck white people. And I'm like in the room of like 3 other white people. And I'm like, whoops.
Yeah.
So at least Camden was a good sport about it.
Oh
so,
yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Gosh. And then what else? Oh, in recording. So we get to Carrie trying to, well, actually, before we get to actually recording, there's a moment where they're reading through like their songs and like listening to the songs on their iPods and singing. And Jasmine starts to, I don't even want to call it singing because it wasn't.
She tries her best.
starts caterwauling, really. And Gia Gunn, you're safe. At this point, honestly, not the worst singer on Drag Race history. Good job. Because even just sitting there watching on my couch, I was like,
yeah,
I don't like this.
Yeah, it was uncomfy.
Oh yeah. And at Bosco's confessional where she's like,
Yeah, that was so great. Yeah, that was so funny. Oh my God.
I was like, man, Bosco, you're a Seattle queen. You're supposed to be the nice one. You're making this look bad. Stop it.
Oh my gosh.
Accurate to how Seattleites are, but stop it. Knock it off. And right? I'm just saying,
Yeah.
And is there anything you want to mention before they get into actual recording of it that you liked or enjoyed?
No, you hit everything on the nail on the head, whatever that saying is. Yeah, you got it. You said most of my thoughts. So
Sure, people don't know their way about our tools for sure.
yeah.
The nail on the head, the hammer, and the
It did something with the
is it
hammer
a
and the nail.
Phillips screwdriver? Joseph? Ronald screwdriver? Any hoodles.
Anywho.
They get Oh, wait. There was one more before. Sorry, I'm really
Okay.
distracted.
No, it's
But
okay. We're doing our best today, so no worries. Do you want me to go back?
yeah. No, we're still on the recording, talking about whatever. There was a moment where team Reprimes was trying to figure out what a certain word, and Di was like, you know that thing when gays go in the woods
Oh
and walk
yes.
around, and Bosco goes, hiking?
Hiking?
And the guy's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
she was talking about cruising. We're trying to get cruising, but I was like, damn, this is wild to watch. Like, gay is not the word for cruising, first of all, but then also like when you do describe what cruising is, it is gays walking around the woods or a wooded area. So like it wasn't like off base, but then when it was just described as, isn't that hiking? I'm like, yeah, it's like hiking with like sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you pass someone on the trail, you're like, hey, and they might, if he's interested, like, hey, and then you get behind a tree and do the things.
I've
But
actually never heard of that until now.
really,
Yeah,
damn,
that's why. So
okay.
when they were talking about it, I was sitting there because I go hiking all the freaking time, and I was like, hey, "It's hiking! It's called hiking!" Like yelling at my TV. But that's a whole new thing that I didn't
No,
know was a thing till
yeah.
now.
So
So,
it's wow. I'm the youngest one. Why do I know this?
but you're the most senior gay out of all of us, so
I do have a gray hair somewhere around here, actually, so you're not too far off. But yeah, to educate. It used to be before the days of like Grindr and like gay dating apps, there would be designated spots where you would know like gays hang out. So like either it would be like a parking lot or a stretch of blocks where like you could drive around and it would be called like something like the Fruit Loop or something colloquially. So
Oh,
like
we
a
have a
spot for
whole
gay
park in
people.
Denver that's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Cheeseman Park. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, call it by its name.
I
Okay.
mean, nay,
Um, and like Germany has, why am I saying this? But Germany also has a couple of like parks like this as well, where like if you go hiking in that area, you tend to see a lot of like guys walking around in very suggestive clothing, and there'll be
Mhm.
like looks given, and you kind of go behind a tree and go do what
Yeah.
gays do. And so this is called cruising, and it was a way for gays to meet up before there was available things like apps and stuff to
Okay.
and before, especially if you were in rural areas where like gay clubs and bars were not really there because
Mhm.
gays were still like a little hush hush thing,
Right.
had cruising spots for that. um and so this is what Di was trying to get at. And so she is right. It's a wooded area where you go walk around.
Yeah.
But like it was funny when I was like, because first thing it took me a second too for her to understand what you were talking about cruising. So I was like, is she just straight up not know what the word for hiking is? And I was like, I
Yeah.
guess hiking is a gay thing sometimes, but
Yeah.
like what? I
Yeah,
was like, oh.
and that's kind of what confused me too, because I was like, I mean, when I was in my straight phase, I went hiking still. Like I didn't know it was
Right.
like exclusively for the gays, which fine, but
Right. And then we get to the recording part, and Carrie's struggling. And Michelle says, sometimes I always like to go for simple. And I'm like, girl, we know.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Michelle, we know.
Yeah, we know.
Jasmine's also struggling in there. Georgia struggles to the point where they say, maybe we should just have you talk your verse, which reeked of favoritism to me because
Yeah.
I was like, that option wasn't given to any other girl. And then I'm
Right.
wondering if Carrie had the option to like talk her verse, I don't know if she would have been in the bottom.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you are that bad that you need a handicap, I don't think you should be safe for the episode.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So that was annoying to watch. Then we
Yeah.
get to them learning choreo, and of course, Camden is a ballet trained person, so she understands how to give choreo. And I will say, so Willow and like one of the girl commented, "Oh well, Camden's choreo is really like," and we move our arms, and then we walk a little bit to the right, and we walk a little bit to the left, move our arms, yada yada yada
Mhm.
yada. And I'm like,
But that's
but
what the
that's what the
60's kind of
Supremes
was.
were. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
what do you want? Like, you can't be doing a dip because that's not what the Supremes did. Like,
Right. Yeah, you have to do based on what the assignment is, and
right.
yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it's simple because obviously Carrie and Angie couldn't really dance well, apparently, which I was shocked that Angie couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
Like, I totally thought Angie would have been a dancer, and I was shocked she
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, and I was actually shocked at how well she could sing. I wasn't expecting that.
Mhm.
It was
She was
cool,
good,
but yeah,
yeah,
I wasn't expecting that.
but
Yeah.
yeah. And then apparently Angie has 2 white feet, as the producer thought she said in her confessional, which got me together. Not gonna lie, that was funny as all hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like, I might have 2 white feet. And I'm like, you better work. And oh gosh. And then we get back to the workroom and we we have this awkward exchange. Well, before that, the girls talk about their favorite girl groups.
Hmm.
And of course, Lady Cam's like, Spice Girls. And I'm like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But Georgia says her favorite girl group is Danity Kane. And I about
Oh,
lost my mind. I was like, Danity Kane?
that's so random. It's
I'm
so
like,
random.
that makes sense, Georgia, because you seem like a damaged person. Like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
it was just, there were so many better girl groups out there. No shade to Dandy Kane, but I was like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Right.
And I'm sitting there like watching all these people say Destiny Child and all the basic ones. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna say On Vogue. On Vogue is right there, and nobody's gonna say it. And then Angie finally said, I'm like, thank
Yeah.
God. I was like, because not Danny Kane, because On Vogue was Destiny Child, but actually all 3 of them or everyone in that group could actually sing and dance, and it wasn't just
Oh,
one Beyonce.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and so I was glad that representation was presented. But
Mhm.
this does bring me to the question, Amber, what is your favorite girl group, or what are your favorites?
Oh, my favorite girl, specifically girl groups, that's hard. I liked, okay, so I did like that band, what was it, 3LW. Growing up, I listened to them a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I did like the Pussycat Dolls. I saw them in concert
Did
once
you
with,
like the Pussycat Dolls or did you like Nicole Scherzinger? Because there is a difference.
you know what? I don't need to be called out like that. Okay. Let's just stop. Do not need to call me out.
IJS.
Let's
Like,
just stop. No, just kidding. And then yeah, like I like the Spice Girls and stuff like growing
right.
up. I'm trying to think. I really like Destiny's Child too.
Yeah.
Like super like classic, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they were big for a reason. Like,
Yeah,
I'll give
yeah, and
that.
I'm trying to think. I've been listening to like a lot of like 90s R&B lately anyway, so I'm like trying to think like what have I been listening to?
Mhm.
But yeah, that's really the ones that are like standing out to
Yeah.
me right now. Yeah.
I think that I would say I already mentioned my love for En Vogue. TLC slaps
Oh,
so hard.
yes, them. I don't
Um,
know how I forgot them. I love them. I literally listened to them today. Yeah, they're
nice.
so
Like
great. Yeah.
they are a great girl group, and
hmm
I'm kind of surprised nobody brought them up in today's episode. I was like,
Yeah.
really?
And they're like
Um,
a badass girl group,
yeah,
like not just like a regular girl group,
yeah.
but like a
No,
badass one, you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then my third top girl group is actually a modern one. I love Little Mix. I've listened to
I
every
don't know if I've
album.
heard of them. I don't think
Okay,
I have.
so Little Mix has what are their big songs? So Hair is one of their big ones. Shout out to My Ex is one of their big ones. Confetti, Sweet Melody, which was the one that they did with oh, they did a song with Nicki Minaj called Woman Like Me, which was kind of their bigger one that
Huh.
crossed they're a UK girl group, but
Okay.
were really good until one of them left. Um,
Okay. Let's check them out.
but
Yeah.
they're super fun. Also, I think I like 5 or 6 of their songs have been used on Drag Race as lip sync songs at this point. So they're like they got the
Oh,
gay
okay.
stamp of approval at this
Oh,
point.
cool. Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so speaking of girl groups, let's get into these performances.
Yeah.
First up were the Shangri-Las, and I have to say it, as much as Daya's attitude bugged me, um, she did really good in this
She did
performance.
really good.
She's
Yeah.
fine.
I think this group was my favorite out of all of them, honestly.
We'll get to the end of it, but I was really thinking this was going to be a challenge judged as teams. And then
Okay.
when it was individuals, I was really surprised because I feel like the winner should have been this group right here. Like they all
hmm
did a good job, and I feel like they should have been high as a unit.
Yeah, I agree.
And oh wait, speaking of Daya, we didn't touch on this drama. They had a moment where Daya was like, "Oh my God, Jasmine, why'd you call me two-faced?"
Yeah.
And Jasmine's like, "Well, you talked about me and Untucked, right?" And I will say, to Daya's credit, Daya owned up to her actions. She's like, "Yeah,
She,
I said
yeah.
that."
Yep. I was like waiting for it and I was like, damn, she owned it. Okay.
I was like, "Okay."
Mad respect
And
for that. Yeah.
I'm okay. I like when a person's a villain, but then also acknowledges that they are the villain. I'm like, good,
hmm
cool. If you can
Yep.
do that, I don't care.
hmm
So okay, that was interesting. And then we got this feud between Jasmine and Daya, where neither really apologized, and we're left with meh.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song was good. Out of the three, I think I would no, this is the one I would listen to the second most.
hmm
But I did like them. Their look was cute.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Willow and his beehive had me cracking up.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was super cool.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thoughts on them?
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
mean, oh yeah, sorry. I'm like skipping ahead already.
No, you're good. Yeah, we got the Runettes here who should have made the bottom three with Deja being safe because she was the least worst one. I was
Yeah.
even talking, Georges was boring as all hell.
hmm
And really had no stage presence.
Yeah.
It's weird for Georges because she's a performer. But like
Right.
something was not clicking with her this week because it was really just stiff to watch.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was hard for me to like watch through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like there were so many times where I was like, I really want to skip forward a little bit and get to the next one, but I'm not going to. But
I did not like this.
yeah, I wasn't a fan of it, honestly. Yeah, they tried, I
Jasmine
guess, but
Jasmine was locked outside her house because she could not find the key because not sure what was going on there, but Autotune definitely didn't save her.
hmm
Deja's surprisingly good singer for someone who says they don't sing. I was like,
yeah,
okay, this is good. Look at you,
yeah.
go. And then finally we have the RuPreams, which is RuPaul's favorite girl group of all time.
hmm
Um, and Angie is front and center, giving you Diana Ross. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I was like just the way she was like smiling and bopping. I was like, that bitch is
hmm
Diana. Like, holy shit. I
Yeah.
was really surprised, and that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie, I understand the judge's critiques with Carrie being a little too churchy and not supreme enough, but I still felt like Carrie was having a lot of fun in this performance, and it didn't
Yeah.
feel too out of place. And so I was like, okay. Like, I feel like this should have been the safe girls. Like, they
Mm-hmm.
all should have just been safe because I think they
Yeah.
were fine.
Yeah.
Camden could have done more, but like, there's
Mm-hmm.
always that one girl that fades into the background in the girl group anyway. Like, every girl has a Michelle. Like, it's okay, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I felt like judging was a little unfair this week.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree.
so that's
Yeah.
so that on that, I guess.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything you're saying on that one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other
Oh yeah.
runways?
Yeah, we can move on. Sorry, it cut out again.
Oh,
Okay.
oh well, guess judges too.
Yeah.
But did you have any thoughts on the performances before we move on to the runways? Was my question.
Oh, no, I mean, I said pretty much everything I felt about it. Like I like the I can't even remember the names of it. The one with Willow and all of them in it, that was definitely my favorite. And then yeah, the one with like Deja, that one was like not my favorite. So I agree with
Favorite.
everything you said on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judging panel, Rue looks. I like this golden dress Rue has on.
Yeah.
Um, Michelle is wearing green, which I thought she hated, so I was a little confused.
Yeah.
It looks good though, sure.
Yeah.
Carson in this jacket is Carson in a jacket. It's not my favorite jacket Carson has worn, so
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah.
Alex Mappa, Alec Mappa, I was really surprised to see because he hasn't been a judge since the first Snatch game of Drag Race all the way back in season 2.
Oh
And
wow.
so I'm like, wow, this is a comeback here. Good to have you. There's room for everyone this season, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, I was not expecting that, but it
Yeah.
was a cool callback, really.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's get into these runways.
Whoop
Bring it to the
whoop.
runway,
Bring it
runway,
to the runway.
runway. I have them all on the line, so we'll just cut down.
Yeah.
Bosco wore that heart thong dress. Not Bosco, Willow
Hmm.
wore that like heart thong dress.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you think?
Sorry, my internet keeps cutting out. Oh my God. No, I thought Willow's was super cool. It was
Mhm.
very Willow, in my opinion, from what I've
Yeah.
learned so far this season. Um, and yeah, I thought it was super cool. It was definitely outside of the box thinking, in my opinion. And yeah, she
Mhm.
killed it like always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Something about it made me think she got caught like on the toilet with her pants pulled down. Like
Yeah.
I thought it was really artsy, but then on the other hand, I was like, it kind of feels like you just have like a tower of wedgies. And then I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I like this anymore. But
Oh yeah.
it was cool. I still thought it was really well thought out. So I did like it.
Yeah.
Um, then we get Dia Betty in this like raver outfit, kind of,
Yeah, it was
which mhm,
it was interesting.
I didn't
Um
hate it.
yeah, no, I didn't hate it either. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't hate it, but I'm not like, oh my God, I love it. So,
Although she did use the exact same wig she used in her promo look. So I was like,
oh, I didn't
hmm,
catch that.
right?
Okay.
Like, it's the exact same. I was like, okay,
It
guy really likes
is.
his wig, but
Okay,
work,
yeah.
save a penny.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Then we get Bosco in
Bosco.
this white vampire look,
Yeah,
which was
this was
yeah,
another one. Like, I didn't like hate it, but I didn't
okay.
love it. It was a little boring.
I thought it was really clean, and Bosco brings
Yeah.
us up for a drag race to wear all white is a risk. For a
Mm-hmm.
drag queen to wear all white is a risk
Yeah,
because there's a lot of makeup fallout that can ruin the entire look. So I was
that's
like,
fair.
the balls or the ass, I guess, in this case, that it took to pull this off. Well done. I also like the bejeweled heart in her hand. I thought that was really fun. Because not
That
only
was
did
cool.
she have heart cutouts, but she also had like a little heart in her hand. So
Hmm.
that was cool.
Yeah.
Um, Deja Sky coming
Deja.
in looking like a Sailor Moon reject.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like really
Like,
awkward Sailor Moon vibes.
yeah, like I understood the reference, but something about us I really did not like.
Yeah, I didn't like it
Um,
either.
I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. I think what it is I didn't like the glasses she had on, and I wish if she had just taken it off, it would
Hmm.
have been a better sell, but it just felt really busy from neck up.
Yeah, it was a lot for sure.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh yeah.
But I do think it was a variation of what she has been wearing. And she definitely stands out on this runway for it too. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Um Georges.
George's showing off that little body of
Stop
theirs.
relying on that body.
Yeah.
Um I will
Yep.
say the wings that look like hearts, that was kind of cute. I
It
will
was
give her
cool.
that.
Yeah. No, that was
Um
pretty neat. I liked it.
I just I feel like this silhouette has been worn by Georges plenty of times this
Hmm.
season, and I'm baffled she hasn't been called out on it yet. Like,
Yeah, I'm ready for her to change it up a little bit for sure.
there are girls who've gone home for wearing 2 bikinis in a season. This bitch has worn 8.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's a little exaggeration, but you get my meaning. Like, it weirds me out. I'm like,
Hmm.
y'all have been really harsh on other girls for showing off body, but
Yeah, because
Georges
they
gets a
they've been a
pass.
little like hard on like Carrie, like, oh, you're depending on your good looks and blah 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 blah
Right.
blah, and which is fair, but then it's like they're not giving that same
But Georges is
criticism.
right there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yep. Oh yeah.
and next up we have Jasmine Kennedy, Aphrodite, 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 the goddess of love. Giving a deep Hercules reference, not like the movie, but like the show that had
Yeah.
a budget of a half-eaten PB&J and 5 cents. Like it was like who Aphrodite that was at least a little more active than she was in the movie. So I got the reference she was doing.
Mhm.
But man, her she needs to see a couples therapist because her and her wig were getting ready to split any second. Like they were fighting this
Yeah.
week. Like, and especially in the lip sync, like that she was Elsa because that wig was about to let it go. Like it was just not
Yeah.
happening. Alyssa may know, not Alyssa. Jasmine may know Alyssa's secret, and we know Alyssa's secret is not wig glue, is what we
Hmm.
found out this week.
Yeah, that's for sure.
um, and next up, we have Miss Angeria Paris Van Michaels.
I really like this one.
This was. Mhm.
Sorry, it was cutting out again. Um I do really like hers because it was different than what she normally does.
Right.
I feel
Agreed.
like it was like good timing to like change it up a bit. And yeah, I
Agreed.
liked it. I liked it a lot.
No. Yeah. I agreed on all fonts. I like the sort of femme fatale she was giving with it. I don't. I do think it's a little spot on, and just as I heart you on it. And I was like, I feel like you could have done a little bit more, especially. But I also think it's unfair because Angeria I've always seen as up here, and so now it's like here, which is still great,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh,
like, eh,
sorry.
spoilers.
I know, sorry, I accidentally skipped ahead.
But I still think it's a good look. And I still think it's still good. I
Yeah.
just moving on to Carrie Colby. What are your thoughts?
Um See, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like she's using like her good looks and her body again to like, show off.
Right.
But it is different, I guess. It's kind of more of a
Uh-huh.
like I don't know how to even explain it. It's not as like pageant-y and like beautiful. Like it's kind of more like
Right.
I don't want to say emo either, like dark and yeah.
Yeah, I
It's like
agree.
different, but it's like kind of the same at the same time, I podcast, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
No, it does. I didn't like this. I
Yeah.
felt like this was just kind of a net over her body,
Yeah.
and the heart was on the wrong side of her body,
I
which
noticed that too, and that was
took me
bothering
out of
me.
it. And
Yeah.
then they called it out, but like the panties being like a starkly different color than her body, I was like, oh, this was a
Yeah.
miss. This was a miss. I'm sorry, Carrie, but this really. And yeah, I didn't enjoy this.
Yeah.
Lastly, we have Lady Camden, who I understand the critique of this being a little costumey. I love this. I don't I don't know what to tell you. I thought they're like, well, maybe the arrows should be smaller. And I'm like, no, because the heart's already so fuck off big that the arrows need to be proportioned to the heart.
Yeah.
Like for me, I felt like you couldn't really change anything up. Just make both the heart and the arrows smaller. But in that case, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
So I thought this was great. I can understand an argument against it. I personally just thought this was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
So yes, and then we get told that the safe queens are Jasmine, Willow, and that's it, right? It's just Jasmine and Willow who are safe.
Um,
No, not Jasmine. Georges and
no,
Willow.
yeah, I was gonna say not Jasmine. Yeah, Georges and Willow. Yeah.
I get called safe, which was baffling. Because I feel like the 3 safe queens should have been Camden, Carrie, and Angie, and then we should have had. Am I missing someone? No. Okay. No, we're good. And then we should have had the low team be Deja, Georges, and Jasmine. I don't know what production's thinking. A lip sync between Georges and Jasmine would have been so good, and they keep avoiding it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this would be good TV, and you're not using it. Like,
Yeah.
from a production standpoint, it doesn't make sense to me. Like,
Right. Yeah, I agree.
and so yeah, Georges gets to skate by again. My theory is that they kind of fucked themselves over when they sacrificed Alyssa. And so now, because everyone was like, Alyssa won that lip sync, why is Kier still here? And
Right.
so they need to kind of cover their ass and be like, look, we're not unfair to Latinx queens because Georges. And I'm like, that's cool, but Alyssa would have been here fairly.
I
And
agree on
Georges
that.
is
Yeah.
skating through, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Yeah.
But yeah. All right. And so we get our tops and bottoms. And we have Daya, Deja, and Angie in the top, and our bottom queens are Jasmine, Carrie, and Camden, which felt weird. And our winner's Daya, which surprising.
Yeah.
I do think she did great in the challenge, and so I can understand why giving her the win feels justified.
Yeah.
I also do understand that she is pushing to make more television, so they might want to reward that for her. Not to mention now that she bottom now, which makes more storyline. So Dai is doing better than I thought she would this season.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of it is earned, but it is interesting to watch. I'll give them that.
It is interesting. Yeah.
There's that wig. There's that wig.
There's
Back
the wig.
at it again.
Yep.
Which leaves our bottom two of Jasmine and Carrie Kobe. To what was the song for this week?
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember what it was.
Oh, it was that god awful Hex Hector remix to Unbreak My Heart by Tony Braxton.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it was trash. I was like, why couldn't y'all have just let the original song be? Instead, you made it this weird like club remix, which sucked. It was so bad. I was like, I hate this.
Yeah.
announced, I was like, unless they pull a stunt like with Alyssa again, Carrie's going home. I do
Yeah.
not see Carrie outperforming Jasmine in any means, shape, or necessary.
Yeah.
However, if they had kept the original ballot version of Toni Braxton, Carrie might have had a shot.
Yeah.
But instead, they made it the dancey pop version, and I was like, well, okay, Jasmine's got this.
Yeah.
Even lacking a shoe and all, and her
I
hairline
know.
trying to leave as fast as possible, she managed to pull it out. So
Yeah.
good for her.
Yeah.
And then Carrie pulls out her chocolate bar, and Jasmine feels so crushed because Jasmine found out she was trans because of Carrie, and now
Yeah.
she just sent her packing, which I felt like they milked that a little too much for my liking. But
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't like them putting the two trans girls against each other. That felt
Yeah.
weird.
It did.
But okay.
Right.
And Carrie opens her bar and it's chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah.
No.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate. But we all knew Carrie wasn't winning this, so I'm not surprised. It is sad to see her go because she gave good confessionals.
Yeah.
But here we are, and we all know Jasmine's not winning either at this point.
Right.
So yeah, next week is it's the panel challenge. So they're gonna split into some groups and create panels and answer questions, and whoever is just the most genuine in that wins, or that's how it should be at least.
Yeah.
Who do we think is going to do well here?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like after this week, I feel like Bosco will do well.
Yeah.
I feel like Lady Camden will do well.
Agreed.
And I feel like Angie will do pretty good too.
Those are my three as well. I think
Yeah.
Bosco, Camden, and Angie.
Mm-hmm.
I think Willow will do fine.
Yeah.
And I think Georges is going to be in trouble. Well, Georges should be in trouble, but I don't know if production will allow that or not.
Right.
So we'll see.
I feel like Daya will just be kind of annoying still.
I think Daya might land on the bottom next week is what I think might happen.
Ooh, okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're either who I think is going to go home next week. It's going to be either Jasmine for having a bad track record, or it might be Daya. I think those are the two possibilities for next week's elimination.
I could see that, yeah.
And yeah, okay, who's snatching this crown? Who's winning?
Ooh. I don't know. I still feel like Angie's pretty up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of feel like Lady Camden's like being a sneaky sneak and getting her way up there too. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Gotta rep my hometown, so I'm gonna say Bosco.
Yeah.
But
I want Willow to be up there too really bad, but I just
kind of fading.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So I don't see that quite happening. I think Willow will make it very far, but
I think she'll still make it to the So I think the four at the end are going to be Angie for sure. I think Camden's going to make it to the end, and I think it's going to be Bosco and Willow are the other two, are my thoughts.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a chance Georges will take one of those two slots based on how much they're liking her.
Right.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all for this week. Hopefully Jake will be with us next time as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us and bearing through some bad internet connection, but that's
okay. Sorry.
Listen, technology's wild, man.
I know, right?
5G's not in this house, let me tell you. And there will be other content coming soon. I have more Survivor content on the way.
Ooh, Survivor.
Yeah. Woo!
Woo!
Amber, when are you going to start watching Survivor? And we can get you or little season recaps with you.
I know. I need to. Just such a commitment.
No, I totally get it.
And I'm starting my new job next week, so I won't have as much time
That's
anymore.
valid. I get that. But yeah, good new jobs. That's also good too.
I know, I'm so excited.
That
Yeah.
takes priority over Survivor. I hate to say that, but it does.
No, I know. Yay, adulting. And shout out to
Woo!
myself. I'm gonna be 30 in like less in a week. So
Oh,
not having a
30,
crisis over
30.
that. Yeah.
Ooh,
On the 11th, I'll be the big 30s.
that's
So
exciting.
yeah.
Yeah. Follow us on our
So
socials.
yes, especially the Finnish people. Please
Yeah.
find me on Instagram, Amber Nicole Burke. Send me a message
Really
because
want to make
I
this
have
connection.
so many questions. Just so many. Like I cannot
Okay.
emphasize it enough. Like
Word.
please message me because I need to know who you are and not a creepy way. I just need to know. I just have questions.
Right. No, I totally get it. Follow us on our Facebook page, which is not as active as it should be. Sorry, my
Yeah.
bad. And you can follow me on Twitter at musical_miles. That is MUSICAO_MYLES. And you can follow
Beautiful.
Amber.
Yeah, follow me on the Instagram, Amber Nicole Burke. I have a Twitter. I just don't use it very often. So
Uh-huh.
yeah.
But you do like all my Wordle tweets, and I'll
I
accept
do.
that.
Yeah. And sometimes I tweet about Wordle when it makes me mad enough. So,
That's fair. And yeah, go out there, fill your body like it's a piece of peeled string cheese. And yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Woo!
I don't know how to stop recording.
Oh my god.
Oh, stop recording.